So if you didn't know, California's been going through this massive rainstorm. I should say Northern California, San Francisco area. We've had, in some places, extreme winds, super deep flooding. People are in canoes and kayaks. It's just insane. So I'm looking, and my window, as I kind of peer through it, looks like we got some sun. You know what I haven't done in a while? Got my tripod. This is what I needed to make YouTube in my new office. So heading there now to set this thing up. Things that you need for an actual YouTube channel. And the one thing you actually forget is a tripod. All right, well, welcome back. It's been a while, I know, at least a couple months. And to be honest, there's just been a lot going on. A ton going on, a lot of exciting news, which I'm gonna release later this year. But regardless, I just wanted to get back to this channel and say what's up to everybody and just go over the Sony A7IV 1 year later. I know that a lot of people have been looking for new cameras. Sony's come out with a couple more. I know Canon's come out with a couple more, but really, I've always loved the Sony Alpha crew. In fact, I was with the A7 II, the A7 III, and now the A7 IV. So I just wanted to give, after 1 full year of usage, what this camera actually, is like. And what do I like about it and what I don't like about it. This is unscripted, just kind of throwing it off the cuff, so I hope you enjoy. And honestly, I just want to put out some content, just try to get some things off my head. But this time I'm just kind of looking at some notes from January 9th, 2022. So literally we're about 1 year from that mark of when I put out the last YouTube video regarding the A7 IV for Sony. But anyway, to kick things off, as you can tell, I'm in a totally different place. This is a new studio for me, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with things. I know I had pictures on the walls before. In fact, I have them down here. They're just in a stack, and I just don't know what I want to do. They're like new walls, right? Do you want to put nails in them? Do you want to put the sticky adhesive on them? Do I want bigger pictures or different classic frames? I don't know. I haven't really thought through it. I've kind of placed some things around. Like I got my own old cabinet here. It kind of feels too small for the wall. I got my guitar just sitting over here, so lonely. In reality, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this space. But anyway, back to the A7 IV. In the beginning, when I first got this camera, it was absolutely amazing. And a couple great features that I liked right off the bat. I noticed there was color science. The color science in the screen and taking photos and videos was way better in quality. They called it the baby between the A1 and the A7S III. And so this is really an absolutely amazing image quality, whether you're taking pictures or videos. The other great thing I like about it is the flippy screen. Like right now I'm looking at myself on the flippy screen. It's great. Right now I can totally look at myself. I can zoom in. I can do whatever I want just to kind of see how this YouTube video plays out. A whole year has passed. I've shot a few weddings. I've done a lot of portraits. I've been out on the beach, and I've even done some, just some fun family activity and traveled a ton with this camera. The biggest thing that I think is probably the biggest enhancement for this camera, the shield that covers over the sensor when you turn the camera off. I've done several shoots on the beach here in San Francisco. That's, when I'm on the beach, I'm really protective of, blocking that sensor and making sure everything is safe. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I really, really like about the camera. Now, one thing that I don't like about it is there is some sort of glitch. Maybe somebody else has experienced this before and has figured out the way to solve it. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but using Godox flash, especially during event photography or wedding photography, I've noticed that when you put the flash onto the horseshoe mount on top of the camera, sometimes the camera doesn't read the flash. So you can be taking pictures, but the flash will not be triggering. What I've read online is that you have to turn off the camera, turn off the flash, and then turn it all back on, and then it will finally register. And that's kind of annoying. It's a pain in the ass sometimes because you have to turn off the camera and wait for it to reboot, where you could be in the middle of shooting. So you got to kind of time that out when you want it to work properly. Another downside, now I've only had this happen a couple times. Maybe those of you who own the camera have experienced this as well, the camera freezing. So I'd go turn off the camera, switch a lens, turn it back on, take one shot, and then the camera would freeze. It would freeze on the screen. I would turn the camera off. It would still be frozen on the screen. I'd have to wait a couple seconds, and then everything would actually flip off itself. I've only had that happen like 2 or 3 times. One was right at the beginning of a wedding, but then the camera functioned flawlessly throughout the rest of the wedding. Luckily, I had my A7IV just in case, but it did make me a little nervous. If anyone else has experienced that, leave it down in the comments, share with a friend. Now, I am still running on the original firmware, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. But like I said, it's only happened 2 or 3 times. It is annoying, but generally the camera functions flawlessly. All right, so that's it. Really just wanted to get in here, throw out some content, put something up on the channel. It's been a while since I've said hello. So with that, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.